The five skills that helped me become a seven-figure business owner. Guys, if you've never met me before, my name's Jimmy. I've been able to create two seven-figure companies, which I'm super, super grateful to be able to do. Look, it honestly changed my life. I've had businesses where essentially we're about to go bankrupt in my first business. I was earning like a very, very, very low salary, wasn't making much money. Business was very stressful. I actually thought for many years that I would never make it as a business owner. So I was really scared to become a business owner. And then when I first started, like everything started to go really, really terribly. So then I was like, can I do this? I actually had a business. Then I got another job. I was actually selling medical device sales, which I did and I hated. So I went back to my business and then I tried to make it work. But it really wasn't working. And it wasn't working until I developed these five skills. And I'm going to give you a little bonus skill if you do hang on. And what I realized is my skills as a business owner wasn't to the level that I needed it to be able to hit seven figures. And one of the things that I think I've been super grateful or super blessed to have is in my life, I've never really blamed anyone else for results that I haven't got. I've always been able to look internally and realize if I'm not getting a result in my business, that it's always my fault and not anyone else's or not any external things that are happening within the world. But what I want to think about, I want you guys to think about today is that the more skills that you acquire, the better you get at marketing, sales, retention, operations, how to be a better leader, how to be more consistent as a business owner, you increase your chances of actually being able to hit seven figures. But you can't just have one skill, okay? One of the things that you'll learn the more that you study about hitting seven figures is that the most important skill, if you do want to have a business that hits seven figures, is marketing and sales. And I believe that marketing and sales work together. You can't really just have one of the skills to be able to hit seven figures. But if you get really, really good at marketing and selling, you will be able to hit seven figures because when I first hit my seven figure business, I wasn't good at really all the other things like operations, hiring, management, even retention. I wasn't really good at, to be fair, how to manage my accounts, all those things. I just got really, really good at marketing and selling. And that helped us hit seven figures, where then I had to figure out everything else along the way. Now, I'm going to share with you the five biggest skills that have helped me hit seven figures in the hope, okay, that it helps you get closer to your business goals, whatever they are. Now, the first one was marketing. Okay. It was a really big change in my life when I was struggling to generate leads. When I learned how to run paid ads to generate enough leads, it really turbocharged the growth to get much quicker towards that seven figure mark. But then also you've got other types of marketing. Have to learn how to write copy, how to create videos, how to ask for referrals, how to follow and implement a marketing plan. But essentially, if you can have a look at your business right now, or when I was looking at my business, when we were struggling, we were generating under five leads a week. It was really, really, really bad times. But when I learned how to market, we would average 25 to 100 leads every single month. So I mean 25 leads a week to 100 leads a month. And that helped us hit seven figures. And all we did is 5x our marketing. We did have to get a little bit better at sales, which I was able to work with one-on-one mentors within that and also group programs. Where I actually learned how to run ads is I've always done two different things in my self-development. I've always liked to join group courses or buy, low ticket courses that give you an overview, but I do prefer to work one-on-one with mentors to be able to learn faster. And that really covered the marketing and sales side of things that got us this really turbocharged growth. But then I had to look at retention. I didn't know how to track my monthly retention rates, what our average customer lifetime value is, all those different things that are really important to be able to hit seven figures, also to be able to maintain seven figures with inside your business. And when we got a retention coach, it really, really helped us to understand the customer lifetime value when the drop-off points were within our programs to be able to constantly improve, to be able to keep members for longer, and essentially to be able to increase our customer lifetime value. And that's where I also learned how to ascend people to higher ticket programs to really maximize that customer lifetime value that people have. So in all of my businesses, we've had multi levels of programs. So a base level, intermediate level, higher level, and a few other things that we sell off the bat, essentially just to be able to improve that customer lifetime value and also the retention of clients. But then I had to learn management and operations, okay? How to hire people, how to fire people, how to give, your team a checklist, how to run weekly one-on-one meetings, how to run weekly group meetings. And that's where I was able to join a really good group coaching program for that. And I also had a one-on-one mentor to be able to just customize everything within my company to make sure that it really suited us and where we were heading. And that's where you can really learn from group coaching programs, and also as well having one-on-one mentors has honestly been integral in me being able to hit seven figures multiple times. But as I was kind of growing and progressing, I also realized I had to improve my personal mindset. And if you don't have a really amazing mindset inside yourself as a business owner, you're going to really struggle to be able to hit seven figures. And that would include having a clear direction of what you want, being able to be an amazing leader to your partner, your family, your friends, being able to work when you don't want to work and be able to push through, being able to follow a checklist, being able to communicate with people within your team, all these different things that come around mindset. But the biggest thing that I really had to learn was how to overcome adversity, how to deal with those situations that aren't ideal. And I'm telling you, no matter what level you want to take your business with, you're constantly going to be putting out fires. There's constantly going to be things popping up. And your ability to be able to handle resilience and overcome those issues that do happen is really, really integral in being able to hit seven figures. And then another one that really, really, really helped me was being able to learn how to read our accounts and our P&L reports and our balance statements. And that's where I actually hired an accountant. I worked with them for 3 months and taught me how to read this data, how to understand that there might be expenses that we can cut, where I should be reinvesting money to grow, how to read our P&L report, what we should be paying staff, what our profit margins should be. And I never want anyone in my life to have full control and me not understand what they say. I am not as good as an accountant and bookkeeper. No way. But I do understand all the basics about taxes, P&L reports, balance statements, how much cash on hand we have, what our gross profit margins are. And all those different things have really helped me make better decisions and help me have better conversations with people within my life who I have gone to advice for at certain stages. Now, I want to cover a basic tactic. Look, if you're in a position right now where maybe you can't get a one-on-one coach, maybe there's not a group coaching program that suits the skills that you want to develop, maybe you're on a budget, which I totally get. One of the ways that you can learn skills really, really quickly is by reading books on Amazon. And what you might do is, say, for example, you might want to get better at sales. Is what you can do is go on Amazon and find all of the sales books with the most reviews and the most five-star ratings and just buy the top three. When you buy the top three of those books, you're going to be getting what other people have learned and what other people have raved about. Read those books over a weekend, and I promise you, you're going to know more about a specific task than probably 99% of people in the world by really investing that time, energy, and effort to be able to learn. And then also, I like specific courses. Like even recently, I bought this really cool course. It was like 47 bucks on how to make viral content on Instagram, like taught me all different hooks, different frames, how to edit like a little bit nicer on CapCut. And these courses you'll see popping around. And when you're kind of buying these like courses, is often if you go through all of the trainings, you're definitely going to get 5 to 10% smarter, like 100%. And one of the keys, guys, if you want to piece this all together, is when I think about my growth of the business, when things have gone well and when things have gone poorly, it all really comes down to being able to grow for at least 1 hour every single day, 7 days a week. I did a course with a guy named Grant Cardone. He's done like hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, incredible, incredible marketer, incredible business owner. But he covered that 1 by 7 rule. Okay, growing, right? 1 hour a day, 7 days a week. And if you do that, like if we think about it logically, if you did 1 hour of study for a year, imagine how much smarter we'd all be from where we're at right now today. And that's a habit that has worked really, really well for me. I don't follow any habit 100% of the time. In my daily habit tracker, if I do all of the habits that I want to do 80% of the time, I know that I'm growing to be able to give myself a little bit of flexibility. And guys, I hope you got a little bit of value from today's training. Always below these episodes, there's always a link if you did want to connect. But I do hope that you got a little bit of value. And if you do want to hit seven figures, I know that you can do it. Look, even if you don't want to hit seven figures, that's totally cool. Being able to implement some of these strategies will make it absolutely impossible for you to not hit your goals.